Hey everyone, thanks for tuning back on my podcast for the second episode of my haunting spiritual awakening. And yeah, no words to describe it. So, last episode on the first one, I left off how I called the Catholic Church and the priest told me to say a couple of prayers day and night. And they said to go on church 4 Sundays in a row and to give him a call back in a month to see where I'm at. So I started doing the prayers day and night, and then obviously kept happening. Pressure on my back, and then the one night I went to a hotel with my cousin, and I felt like something was choking me on my neck, and my back started hurting hard where the one handprint bruise was. I got pictures and everything on my TikTok called the BK Haunting 4, if you want to check it out. So yeah, we're still about 6 weeks in here. So before I went to church that following Sunday after the priest told me to go. And before I explain that experience, my ears start ringing now. Off and on. My right ear barely, but my left ear just rings a high pitch sound. It's unreal. So at first I had no idea what that's all about. So Google's not the best thing, but it has some things. And it says it's your angels. Either it's giving you a warning, something bad's about to happen, or they're cheering for you because you're doing good. So anyways, Sunday comes up. And 2 hours before church, obviously this evil spirit, apparently, that's what the priest said it was. I think he knew it was coming because it was a battle. It was dragging me down when I was walking around. It wanted to just pull me down. It was zapping my eyeballs. It was just pressure everywhere. It was hard. And then everything in my condo was on a 45-degree angle. I was about to leave. My phones, controllers, toothpaste, soap, paper towel, toasters, anything was on a 45-degree angle. So I took that as a warning, perhaps. So I called my cousin. I was going with her and her friend. I was like, you gotta pick me up now. She's like, she can't. So her friend said, I'll come pick you up. So I was okay. So I left. And as soon as I left out the door of my condo, my legs, they would barely work. I could barely walk. I was just wobbling. But I made it downstairs, took the elevator to the lobby, went out the front doors, and waited outside. And it was cold out. Overcast, typical. And he was taking a while, so I was like, I'm going to go back inside and warm up. So I go back inside the front doors, and as soon as I got to the elevators, there's 3 of them, the button to press to go up was already lit on, and every elevator was on the main floor, MMM, and none of them were working. And there was nobody at the concierge at 9 o'clock a.m. There's always somebody there. And I waited for maybe 15 minutes, nothing. So I took it as a sign from the angels to not go back up there. Pretty much, straight up. So I went back outside, walked around the block a few times, waiting. Still, he hasn't showed up. So I tried to go back inside, and you have a fob, right, to get into the condo building because it's brand new, downtown Edmonton. And my fob wouldn't work to get inside the doors. And I was like, oh my God. So I had to wait outside the whole time. He picks me up. We put the address in for the church. And it screws with technology, eh? Whatever this is. My music will go off and on. My phone calls, Like I had to call people sometimes, some nights, because like I was pretty scared, and like just screeching. It wouldn't. They couldn't hear me. So yeah, we put the address in. It just took us on a just circling around, circling around. And I was like, man, just use your phone because mine's fucked. You gotta laugh about it now. That's how I deal with pain. You know what I mean? So yeah, so we get there. Me and my cousin there, and before we went in, we're just walking around, and I seen a bird with a piece of bread. Yeah, it was pretty intense. So, Catholic or not, that's that's a sign. Like, I wasn't a believer, right? And like, I'm telling you right now, to a non-believer to a believer, it's all real. It is all real. It's all real. That's all I gotta say. And yeah, like I said, 2 months ago, I did not believe in anything, spirits, ghosts, God, and all that. And I was baptized and everything, but I did not believe in anything. 2 months ago. Now, there's God. There's a higher power. There's evil spirits. It gets worse and worse. And whatever you could possibly think of, it's real. Simple as that. I don't care who says anything. That's the truth, because I've seen it all. So anyways, besides that little sidetrack there, we go into church and we sit down and my left ear starts ringing hard. I start shaking a little bit. I didn't know, like, it's hard to tell what they're trying to tell me. I just took it as a bad sign and I left 10 minutes into it. Wait outside till it was done, till my friend and my cousin and her friend came out. And like, I think I did good anyways. I showed up to church for the first time in 10 years, tried it. So I think I did a good job there. But yeah, no, my left ear is just high pitch, and like, it was something else. Maybe it was a good sign that I attended, but I just took it as a bad sign and I got out of there. So yeah, that was the first church experience. So I came back home, and like during the day, everything is fine. Well, used to be all fine at that point in time. And at nighttime, that's when it rolls in hard, very hard. And like me and my cousin thought it's the table I got from my landlord, because it all started when I got the table, right? So that's what we figured. So she's like, get rid of it. So I was a little decisive or whatnot. But that night, I was here by myself, and 4 orbs. I can see orbs. Well, I'm starting to see orbs now, and 4 orbs on each 4 chair of that kitchen table in my condo building started forming into who knows what, but I left hard. Got another hotel room. And at the hotel room, it was still bad, but not as bad. Like, it would follow me now, but my cousin would be there each time, so that would make a big difference. When there's someone around, it doesn't do anything, really. And as soon as I'm alone, that's when it hits me hard. And I took a psychology test, doctor's test, everything about that. I got the papers, by the way. And also on a side note, I don't know if I said this in the last episode or not. Yeah, because my memory's been pretty shot lately, to be honest, from all this. I'm not going to lie. But my cousin had everything written down for me, so that's how I know. But about 7 years ago, I died at a music festival. Had a heart attack, seizure, clinically dead for 30 seconds, back to life. Someone gives me CPR. So I don't know if anything's connected with back there, but there was no light. It was just dark, and it's like I woke up from a nap. Just thought I'd throw that in there for a little side note. So after I came back from the hotel, after those orbs, my cousin comes over later on that night, because I have a hot tub here in my condo building. So we go hot tubbing for a bit, de-stress a bit. And we get back from the hot tub, and she forgot something in her car in my parkade and downstairs below the lobby. So she leaves to take the elevator. The second she leaves, holy, remember I remember that for sure. Pressure all over my body, shadows everywhere. It was coming at me hard. So I start praying. And next thing you know, I'm in my kitchen, right beside the oven in my island, and my condo key drops on my left side hard, like it bounced off the floor a couple feet. And the key was on the island on my right side while I was praying. That freaked me out so much. Like, it's the scariest thing I ever witnessed. So I picked up the key, ran to my patio, my little balcony, because usually when I'm outside there, it's all fine. And she comes back inside, and she looks at me. She's like, holy, I've never seen you this scared. I was like, yeah, we got to go. Back to another hotel. So, yeah. That was pretty... It was an experience, all right. So, I think that's what I'm about to say on this episode. Oh, actually, I'll add one more little thing here. And this is all still 6 weeks in. Maybe get into the 7th week now. Because like staying here, it's starting to get real bad. So my cousin's like, come stay at my place. And she has an acreage outside Edmonton. So I was like, okay, let's try that out. She has a nice tent, nice little fireplace. It's like camping, right? So she put this tent up for me, nice air mattress and everything. And we're in the shop, just relaxing, listening to music. And she's tired, obviously, because she's been through, like, hell and back with me. So she's like, I'm going to take a nap. It's 10 o'clock. She's like, I'll be up in an hour. I was like, yeah, that's fine. So it's been an hour. I'm in the shop by myself, so I go by the fire, by the tent. Wait another hour. It's okay. I can handle this. No big deal. In the woods, dark, no big deal. Another hour goes by. It's like, no, I can't do this alone. Like, not a chance. So I ran into her place, went to her bedroom, woke her up, and like, what the hell? You're supposed to be up 2 hours ago. I was a little livid, a little scared. She's like, oh yeah, shit. My bad. So she comes out with me, back outside by the tent and the fire. And we're both tired. It's been a long 6-7 weeks. It's hard to remember the dates, but it's around then. So we go in the tent, we try to go to bed, and next thing you know, I felt something dark rolling in. And she could actually feel it too. And I started crying. And she's like, get in the car, we're going to the nearest church, and we're going to sleep in the parking lot. So that's what we did. Like, straight up. I was crying the whole time. I never cry. Like, it was ridiculous. So, yeah, we went to the nearest church, Catholic church, slept in the parking lot. Woke up in the morning. She drove me back home. And, yeah, I'll cut her off there for this episode. Let me know if the episodes are too long or too short. This is my first time doing this stuff, so if you want more on each episode, I could do that. Or less, let me know. And yeah, just Q&As and everything on this podcast thing. And like I said, I got TikTok called BK Haunting 4. Everything's on there. I slowly add more pictures, videos by day. And to this day, it's still happening. And yeah, have you guys yourselves good rest of your day, and I'll talk to you in a couple days.